is up, everybody? This is John with Archer Fish. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you like this content, I've got tons and tons of it. Go back, look through all the other look through all the other videos. I got some great fishing content. I try to put out at least one fishing video a week, plus a couple of how-tos and just overall my thoughts on different fishing situations, especially based on comments. So stay tuned, subscribe, all that good stuff. I got a Patreon now. I'm so humbled that people have asked me to do a Patreon. I always thought it was like crass to ask people for money, but if people want to support the channel, and I really, really appreciate that. It does help out. Every little penny helps. As you know, based on the video that I posted earlier about how much I make on my YouTube fishing channel, that I've got 1,700 subscribers, been doing this for almost 5 years. If you want to see how much money I make on this channel and how much effort and time it takes to get to that point, watch that video. I'll put it right here. So yeah, as you know, after watching that video, I don't make a lot of money doing this. So everything accounts on the Patreon. And if you have any pointers for me, because I'm new to it, you know, please let me know in the comments and all that stuff. Today's video, very briefly, I'm just going to talk about sun protection. I know it might seem like a boring video, but it is very, very, very important, especially if you spend a lot of time on the water. I grew up in Florida. It is very hot. The sun like melts your skin and your face. So you've got to be focused on sun protection. For me, when I go out fishing, I like to be very prepared because I just don't want to have that burden. When I'm fishing, I focus. I am so focused on the task at hand. I barely have time to eat and drink. I know that's dumb. You know, you gotta drink, especially stay hydrated when it's 100 degrees out there in California. But I tend to be very, very focused and nothing else really matters. And so I don't want to have to worry about sun protection. I want to just be done with it. So first things first, have your sunblock. That is the most important thing. I keep sunblock on. If I'm wearing shorts, obviously I put it all over my legs, but mainly it is for my face. Now I've got sunglasses, I've got a hat, I've got my neck gaiter, I've got a hood. Even still, nothing is covering your nose most of the day and right around here. So bring the sunblock at least for your nose and your face. I put it all over my face just to be safe. And this might sound silly, but also your fingertips, because all of my sun gloves, you know, are fingertipless, which obviously so you can, you know, do what you got to do fishing. So sunscreen is number one. The gloves, these are really beat up. You can get these online. I'll put a link in the description there. All my gear is going to be linked in the description. These are Fish Monkey. I forget what brand these are. I'm not really a brand whore. I just don't, you know, whatever is quality and what works. Fish Monkey are cheap. That's why I have lots of pairs of them. These are a little bit more expensive, but you know, so far they've been very durable. So get yourself a couple of pairs of sun gloves because they get smelly fast and they get tore up fast. Look at my fish, like that's, you know, getting hooked on lures and stuff like that. They do get tore up really quickly. Having a nice pair of sun gloves, or at least a couple pairs, so you can wash them every now and then. They don't smell like, you know, fish slime, you know, especially if it's like salt water. But anyway, fish gloves. Next, I've got my neck gaiter. I've got a few different ones, you know, I just washed these. So again, try to have a few different pairs, then you can wash them and they don't stink. But have yourself a neck gaiter or a buff, whatever they call them. You know, very, very important to, you know, cover up the side of your face. Even if you're wearing a hat and a hood, you know, the sun's going to reflect off the water. It's still going to get you here. You don't want all that stuff. So get yourself a neck gaiter or a buff or whatever you want to call it. So you got gloves, sunblock, buff, gaiter, obviously a hat, very, very important. Got my nice Archer Fish branded hat. So have yourself a nice hat. I've got a couple different ones. Whatever's comfortable and cool for you, you know, get yourself a hat. I got so many of these microfiber shirts over the years from fishing. I like to buy them from the bait shops down in Florida, whether it's Snook Nook in Jensen Beach or the Bait Box or Whitney's down in Sanibel. I like to endorse those businesses, because they're small businesses and they're tackle shops. It's like one of my favorite places in the world is a tackle shop. So I try to, the shirts are usually about $30, not too expensive, but I try to buy one every time I'm there just to help with their business. So yeah, I've got a closet full of Snook Nook shirts, Bait Box shirts, and Whitney shirts of various colors. That being said, I also have a ton of these hooks with the hood on them. They're one of my favorites. They're very comfortable. The size is always very reliable. They're very breathing. They're very breathable, I guess. So they're very cool when it's super hot out, and having the hood is just awesome because when you're out there and it's insanely hot, this hood helps. So I tend to wear the hooded ones when it's really, really bright out. I have a couple other ones, like a Shimano one and a G Loomis, and those are both fun because they got the hood on them. So I prefer with the hood just in case it's super hot out. But get yourself some microfiber. It's very breathable. It's very cool. These are like $50 maybe. So yeah, that's just what I like. I try not to buy too many, clothes and new outfits. If it works, it works. I just like to switch it up, in case I'm doing a lot of fishing. Like when I go to Florida, fish for 8 days straight. I don't want to be stinking up, the place. But you don't have to have a brand new shirt every time you go out. It's wasteful. Anyway, that being said, if I'm not wearing shorts, I am wearing these. These have been awesome. If it's slightly cooler, like it has been this fall, season, a couple times. Last time I went, it was 37 degrees at Casitas, and it was like 40 something at Kachuma when I got there. So it's a bit cold to be in a boat, when you're kind of zooming across the lake. It can get a bit chilly. So I wear these pants. And then later on in the day, when it gets to be 78 degrees, these are super cool and light. So, you don't get too hot in them. So a good pair of this type of pants, I think these are the Columbia ones, you can't go wrong with. So that being said, I think that covers my sun gear thing. Super important. I know it's kind of a boring video, but it is very, very important. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon, and I'll see you tomorrow.